أسخر من الآخر. قلت لها باللي يمشوا مع بعضهم يعني both verbal and non-verbal communication. Why? Because sometimes نحتاجهم مع بعض باش يكون speech تاعنا strong. شفتوا انتوما واحد عنده ستيج فوق الخشبة وما يهضر وما يستعملش لي جيست، غير يهضر وصاي، الخطاب تاعها غادي يكون ضعيف. اوكي دائما لازم الخطاب زائد الجسترز. على هذه قلت لها يمشيوا مع بعضهم interchangeably يعني يمشيوا مع بعضهم أكثر.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, great. Anyone wants to say something before we move on?
Yes, Miss, I would like to add something.
Yes, Hiba, please do.
Thank you. I think that in the verbal communication, there can misunderstanding can happen when we use the wrong voice tone or the wrong voice intonation. What I mean by this, yes, when someone is saying is expressing his feelings or something, like he's expressing them in the wrong way with the wrong voice tone, and then the receiver will understand the message in a wrong way.
Yes.
So I think that the voice tone plays a huge role in the good understanding of the message in the case of verbal communication. Yes.
Yes, very, very true. I totally agree, and I believe that every one of you believe in this as well, because our voice plays an important role in transmitting messages. So sometimes whenever you raise your voice, it means that you are maybe emphasizing on something, maybe insisting on something. And whenever you're speaking in a steady voice, it means that you're okay. You're not actually. It's just informative, you see. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Yes. Do you know what's wrong with my screen?
There is someone who is drawing.
Who did that? Who is drawing on my screen? I'm not.
أيدي خارجية.
The administrator, please, would you like to what are you doing with my screen? Okay, we have to waiting, hoping, inshallah, يقلع علينا الخربيقات هذو. Message is, for verbal communication, message is conveyed clearly and immediate feedback is possible. Whereas in non-verbal communication,
we have to bring a brush.
Yes, we have to bring a brush. Okay, it's okay. Actually, c'était prévu باش نديروها في واحد l'application. It is called Web Room. اللي موالفة نقري بها. وين فيها الوايت بورد، فيها بزاف حاجات خير من الزوم. ولكن طونكو ديجا هما كتبوا يعني طونكو كتبنا ديجا في الإعلان بلي على الزوم ما بغيناش نخلطوكم في المرة الأولى. دونك كملنا في هذه المرة الجاية إن شاء الله. I wish يعني if you're open to Web Room we can go to Web Room, which is way better than this. I mean way better than Zoom.
إن شاء الله.
Okay. وهو الكاباسيتي تاعه limited والcourse limited يعني for the time, which is way better, and we have many options as well. Anyway.
Application هذه application?
Yes, Amir.
Okay.
It's called Web Room.
Web Room.
Web Room. Yeah, I will write it on the chat later. I promise, inshallah. So you guys check it. You try to get updated. تشوفوها وما تعرفوا كيفاش تخدموا بها باش la semaine prochaine إن شاء الله we work using it. Okay?
إن شاء الله.
Okay, تمام. فيها حتى نقسموا لي جروب وتخدموا par group, which is way better, especially in workshops. Okay? Zoom is maybe better for conferences and webinars, but not workshops.
That's great.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, قلنا في verbal communication, message is conveyed clearly and immediate feedback.
Sorry, Miss.
Yes.
Sorry, you skipped the point of personal presence.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I did. Okay.
Yes.
So we get back to the personal presence. يعني الحضور الشخصي. For verbal communication, not required. You see, so personal presence not required. Whereas for non-verbal communication, it is required. Alash, anyone can explain to me this?
I think that. Yes.
Can you repeat the question, Miss?
Yes, of course, I can. I said for verbal communication الحضور الشخصي لا يتطلب ذلك يعني not required, whereas for non-verbal communication it is required. علاش في non-verbal communication required والعكس لا. يعني الحضور الشخصي. Okay, I will explain to you. في verbal communication. Okay, في verbal communication. اسكو أنا نبان لكم دركا؟ مانيش نبان لكم.
No.
Great. So it's not required باش نبان ولا ما نبانش. راكم تسمعوا الصوت تاعي وراح عندكم feedback وتردوا عليا ونورمال. بس في non-verbal communication لازم نبان. ما نقدرش ندير لكم non-verbal communication لكن ما نبانش ولا ني غلطة.
Excuse me. Yes, that is either in phone.
Sorry?
When you talk in phone.
Yes.
So you can use verbal communication, but you cannot use no verbal communication.
Indeed. Yes. Perfect. Yes, that's it. So you guys get it? Easy? We move?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So now yes, Amir?
Non-verbal communication, like the example who was said to you about the two person who talk above the road.
Yes.
C'est-à-dire qu'il y a une distance entre deux personnes اللي يهضروا c'est-à-dire نقعد كما نقولوا حنا. هذا زعما ان اكزومبل تاع non-verbal communication.
Yes, true. Of course.
كاين حضور تاع
لازم يكون الحضور. Exactly. Thank you so much, Amir. So now for the advantage. The advantage تاع verbal communication هو أنه المسج is conveyed clearly بكل وضوح and immediate feedback is possible. والفيدباك الرد يكون لحظي. فهذيك اللحظة راني نهضر معاكم وراكم تجاوبوني وتردوا عليا. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Great.
Yes.
Now,
Screen.
sorry?
The screen turned green.
Ah, you cannot see the screen?
The screen turned green.
Oh my god. Why so? Can you see it now?
Going on?
Can you
There's
see
a
it now?
problem with it. How was it?
Okay. I'll try to make sure. Okay, how about now?
Yes, it's fixed.
Okay, thank you. Thanks God it's fixed. Okay, now for the non-verbal communication, it complements verbal communication. You see? So it only complements the verbal communication. Here, it means that صح they work interchangeably. You see?
ماشي الحبيبة.
Okay, let
So
me
we
just
need
do
both
this.
of them.
Yes.
Not understand the non-verbal communication advantage.
Okay. I said for the non-verbal communication, it complements the verbal communication. يعني تجي معاها. You see تعاونها. You see? That is the advantage. It complements the verbal communication. تجي غير وحدها. You see?
Yes.
That's it. Okay, that's it. Normally, we're done. We are done. Okay, perfect. I can take off this now. Yes. Okay. Arrêtez. Okay, great now. So, guys, now I will try to. Okay, no messages right here. Okay, perfect. So now, guys, what we're gonna do is now we are officially starting our workshop. So now we're speaking actually about the. I will try to give you topics, right? Generally, that's what we are doing in our workshops. I will provide you with 3 topics, and we try to vote either by messages or speaking. We try to vote saying which topic we go for. So there is education in Algeria, there is health in Algeria, and there is tourism in Algeria. So you please choose one of the topics and you vote for it, either education, tourism, health. Okay?
I choose education.
Okay.
Education.
Okay, you go there, write them on the box, and we'll see which one we tackle.
Please, can you write 3 topics?
Sorry?
I think
Could you
talk about
Could you repeat the topic?
Yes, education, health, and tourism.
Okay.
I think the health. We should talk about the health because the situation in Algeria is very seriously. We should talk
Sorry?
about it. I thought we should talk about the health and the prevention with the. We should talk about the health.
Okay.
It's the emergency. It's the emergency situation in Algeria.
Yes, that's true. Okay.
I think she mean yes.
Okay. Now I see that they are more voting for education.
I prefer health.
Education.
I think they prefer health because of the current situation we are living in right now.
Yeah, I see that most of them are speaking about
guys?
Okay, health.
What are you talking about? I did not understand anything.
Sorry, Riyad, you just reached?
Yes.
Okay, Riyad, welcome. We've been speaking about communication skills and the difference between verbal and nonverbal communication. And now we're speaking about few topics and we're deciding which topic we're going to choose. We have 3 topics. You have education, health, and tourism. Which topic you're voting for?
دقيقة البينغرا مهود في مخي لازم شوية مانيش نقدر بغاية.
Okay, so I think that most of you have voted for health, education.
Miss, I think that education and health go together because at the end of the day, the doctors they need higher education to actually be the best doctors and to
Yeah.
You get what I mean? I hope you do.
Yes, I get you.
Yes.
Okay, I get you.
Thank you.
That's actually true. Thank you so much, Hiba. So let's start speaking about education in Algeria, and then we can, by the end, mention health. I personally don't like to talk more about health, especially because of the recent conditions that we're living. So I'm actually avoiding some of the negativity that we're living. على هذيك في social media, I rarely talk about corona or talk about the health things, okay? Because
Please.
Yes, because I like to spread some positivity. I don't want you guys to come to learn English and then you're actually being affected by negativity and you feel like, okay, it's the same, either social media or reality, both we are talking about corona and health. So this EV2 has let's go.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. Let's move to education since most of you voted for education. And yes, my dear.
Education or tourism? It's also.
Sorry, Miss.
Or,
Yes.
Miss.
Yes, I can hear you, Khadija.
When I choose the health, I wanted to speak more about how we can raise the awareness of our population, our citoyens, the citoyens algériens. We need
citizens, the Algerian citizens.
Rise.
Yes, I agree with you, Khadija. I really agree with you, but I think that many people are talking about this, right? Many people in different doctors and are talking about how to be civilized and how to be well educated and how to be maybe a bit let's say educated in general, yani. But for the meantime, let's talk about education, and we mentioned some of the, let's say, the behaviors that the Algerian citizens need to be or to behave like. Okay?
Excuse me, miss?
I think let's go and discuss education together. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Yes, Najat.
Okay.
Miss, can you hear me?
Yes.
I had a
We can
really
hear
bad
you.
connection problem, so I'm kind of lost.
It's okay, Kautar. We can hear you clearly. Do you want me to repeat what I've said?
No, I thought you just started into the subject and I was here. Sorry.
No. Actually, I said we voted for education, and now we start talking about education. That's all, Kautar.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. You're very welcome. Najat, do you want to say something?
No, just I said that I'm with the topic of education.
Thank you so much. I believe you are with, and I noticed your message in the chat box. Thank you so much, Najat. It's good to see you around.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And I missed you a lot. Well, guys, Najat is one of my students in real life, and I miss her a lot. How about the other participants? Are you here, guys? So now let's start. Bismillah. What is education? What is education for you? What do you think about education in Algeria? But I wish I can hear others. There are many others who are here, but they are not participating.
Miss, can you
Yes?
repeat your questions?
Yes, Hadisha?
Can you repeat your question?
Yes. I said, what do you think about education in Algeria?
I think it has a lot of issues. A lot of issues happen in the field of education in Algeria.
Okay.
There are a lot of things that are missing. I think that the teachers are trying to teach students just for exams, not for real life, and not to provide them with the real thing that they really need in in real life. For example, when teaching languages, what I've noticed as a foreign language student and as an English teacher, what I'm noticing currently is that the teachers are just trying to teach us what is there in the curriculum and not what we are what we really need. For example, if we go to the United States or when we face kind of situation when we are talking to a native speaker, we can't really use what we've learned at school. We are more likely to use what we've learned by ourselves on YouTube or from listening to native speakers, but the knowledge required in school is not enough. It's not enough at all to face real life situations.
Yes, because what is actually scheduled in the curriculum is not the same as in real life, obviously.
Yes, exactly.
But not just the teachers, even the students just study for the exams.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
yes. Thank you
because
so much.
It's because we were taught that way. Even when we ask teachers about other things, they tell us you are not concerned and you are not required to know this. Yes, you just have to focus on this. Do not ask this.
Yes, you are right. Actually, that's it. So now, Hnaya, what we need to do. Now we know that the education system. Is there anyone who wants to say something about education in Algeria? Please. Yes, Nahil, go ahead.
I think that in another perspective, teacher also have struggles. There is how we say مفتش. They يحاسبهم على everything. There is the pressure from the director, pressure from to complete the minhaj.
Yes, complete the program.
So, yes. So if you we want to heal or correct this education problem, we have to all together come together, not the teacher alone.
Yeah, it's not the
Yes,
teachers
yes,
alone.
true.
Yes.
Not his fault, like 100%.
No, it's not the fault of teachers, of course.
Very nice. Now, according to what Nahil already mentioned, who are the major role players of education؟ يعني شكون الناس اللي عندهم علاقة بالقطاع ككل؟
The decision makers.
Decision makers. Very nice. Who else?
If you allow me to...
Yes, Kota, please do.
Someone wanted to talk first.
Okay. Who wants to talk? Please feel free to participate.
Okay, I might speak.
Okay.
I wanted to say I can't blame the student or the teacher. Like Hiba said, I'm blaming the decision makers because I think both teachers and students are lost in the process of.
Very nice. Yeah.
Especially like we can, for example, take primary school, for example.
Yes.
You might misunderstand me, but I think we should just let the children focus more on the languages, on Arabic, mathematics, French, English a little bit, Islamic.
Yes.
And they don't need to know the history, the geography, the physics. They're still like, they have a small mind, as we can say.
Yes,
So
yes,
I
of course.
don't want them to get lost in the process of education. I just want them to, they're still not familiar with the education, the homeworks, and all the stuff. So I can't throw it all on them. That's why they get. That's how they get lost.
I totally agree with you because we see that the curriculum for the primary school is بزاف شارجي. You see. So
exactly. I see that teacher, primary school teacher, have like a dozen of work they need to do. More like middle school teachers or high school teachers because it's all about the students. They have like young students, they have children. They are not familiar with the discipline, with the homeworks. So we can do all of this on the young children.
Yes,
like,
true.
That way, I'm just gonna make them feel lost, and they are lost.
Yes, indeed. Anyone else want to say something?
Yes, please.
I would.
Yes, please.
Yes. But unfortunately, many times the person who is teacher can't be a teacher. He or her can. They don't have the skills to be a teacher.
Yes. Okay, great. Can you give me an example, dear? Can you give me an example, Kota? Did you have such a teacher?
Yes, for me. At the high school.
Sorry to interrupt you. If you guys have stories, you can tell us stories. Okay, go ahead, Kota.
In the high school, I used to have teacher of physics. She doesn't have skills. She doesn't have the knowledge even. So we couldn't learn much from her. That's why we passed all the years in the high school, and we couldn't learn much or more physics because of her. We didn't have the basics of physics.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, she's not. She doesn't have the competence needed.
Yes,
indeed.
Okay, very nice.
I have a story also.
Who else have a story?
Can I?
Yes, Yusra. Sure, go ahead.
Well, I do agree with Kota, I guess, who was speaking. It's not only about knowledge or like academic competence. It's also about communication. Now we're talking about communication skills. Some teachers or even students don't have even the communication skills. They don't know how to treat people or how to treat students. There is a gap of relationship between the teacher and the student. That makes them very difficult. Also, I think that our courses or lessons are very theoretical. That we can't sit down with practical points that we can practice in our life. And that makes us not study for exams because really we don't know how to exploit those lessons in our life.
Perfect. Very nice. Very nice point. Thank you so much for mentioning.
Totally agree with it's not all about the academic. It's more about the communication. But I think someone wants to talk and he feels a little bit shy.
Please, Abdulghani, we are hearing you. You can speak, Abdulghani, please.
Hey, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, what about you?
You're finally speaking. How are you doing?
I'm good, very good.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so the stage is yours. What do you want to tell us, Abdulghani?
Thank you. So, I'm just agreeing with Kautar. What I wish get it. Like, I had the same problem. I had a teacher in high school, an English teacher. So she is always depressed, and she come with her problems to school, and she tell us sorry about his husband and his family. You know. So the problem is the teacher. Like you are a teacher, you can't say something like that. You just have to focus on your lessons. You just have to focus. No.
Yes.
So that's what I want to say.
Yes, Abdulghani.
Hello.
I think he's
talking about motivation and the impact of teachers on the students, which is a very good topic, because the impact of the teachers on the students has a lot to do with the students' grades.
Yes, true. Because it has like let's say an effect. Okay, you know, we teachers affect our students.
Yes,
in a negative or positive way. You see, so. Yes?
I have a story about this.
Yes, Noran, go ahead.
I have a bad story about it.
Okay, tell us about the bad story. It's okay, we can listen to you for hours. Noran.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
I have a teacher teach us Islamic subject, okay?
Okay, yes.
She said all times a lot of wrong information about the Prophet and something is wrong.
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Yeah.
When we say to her that it's wrong and she can't talk about the things, she said no, that's right, and don't believe us.
Oh, okay. So she insists on the information that she provides you with.
Don't have any skills to be a teacher in this subject.
Okay. Now let's understand. Okay, I was a student once, and I know what you're talking about. I'm a teacher now, and I work with colleagues, and I know what you're talking about. Okay, Omar is saying, how can we say Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in English? So we say, peace be upon him. Okay, peace open him. Let me write it here.
Something?
Yes, sure.
I think in education in Algeria need practice because theory is not enough.
Yes. Okay, so let me guys tell you something, and try to now we move to the solutions and recommendations how we can let's say improve the field. Okay. Now, as a teacher, and I was once a student, I'll be so objective, and I will suggest some of the stories that happened with me personally. First of all, our generation, we need to improve the field. How? As students, we should stop blaming teachers, and we need to think about plans like other plan B. Okay? So, for example, instead blaming the teacher, let's think about a plan B. For example, once when I was at university, we had a teacher who all the time was just sitting and asking us to talk, I don't know, some questions about what did you do in your summer holiday, what did you do in your holiday, blah, 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 blah. So she was a kind of person, she was so sweet, super duper cute. She had nothing to do with teaching, you see. So here we need to make a difference between شخصية الإنسان والcontent اللي يقدمه, right? So we cannot mix both. Teacher ما لازمش تكون عندها غير شخصية، لازم تكون عندها شخصية ومحتوى، لازم تكون عندها competence plus a personality. Okay?
Yes, of
هادو
course,
both
yes.
yes هادو both كيكونوا
It's very important.
أمير
وفاء
It's very important, c'est-à-dire pour que le prof, c'est-à-dire ماشي زعما غيقري genre not just educate.
exactly
صديق
yes
خاص يكون قدوة
exactly
للطالب خاص يكون قدوة للطالب زعما genre تحفيزات منها
exactly he should be the role model
ويخرج هذه
exactly
وفاء
so now هادو زوج تاع الصفات كيكونوا في الإنسان واحد he is going to be a good teacher and what we need to do now we need to help the teachers because the teachers sometimes are in some situations that are very very harsh let's say so we try to help them what we suggested كي كنت أنا في لافاك we suggested that we ask teacher اللي كانت تبغي تريح بزاف وغير تحكي لنا we asked her to make presentations about different topics because the module was ethics and deontology so we picked different topics and we Anna personally I was the responsible to give topics to different classmates وكل واحد يخدم على presentation and every day we were presenting something and we were benefiting from something so ماشي باسكو البروف ما يمدش احنا ما نمدوش ولا ما نتعلموش we need to seek هذيك الكومبتنس شحال من انسان عنده كومبتنس كبيره بصح ما عندهش communication skills ولا methodology اللي يقدر يوصل لك بها المعلومه what shall we do in this case حنايا نعاونوه باش ندو منه المعلومات قد لي نجمو كيفاش نعاونوه صح انت تبغي تريح ما دير والو معليش انا غادي ندير خدمه في بلاصتك انا غادي نكلف الناس we make presentations and we're going to ask you for information you're going to help us وكنا نسقسوه وجاوبنا على الكيستيون في الدومين تاعها اكسترا واستفدنا منها so that is the case in Ontario حنايا لا حنا تحس باللي الحلف تاع الاساتذه دايرين حلف وحدهم والطلبه دايرين حلف وحدهم so no we need to be united for better results لازم العكس لازم نتحدوا for better results how اذا انت شفت عيب مني انا كاستاذه you come you write me a private message ماشي in front of the class a private message علاش باسكو ماشي كاع الناس they have an open personality وكاع teachers عندهم شخصيات اللي يتفهموا الطالب وتقول لك كي تصحي لها ولا تصحي لها تقول لك okay thank you so much for this no many people refuse this and many people يحقدوا على الانسان اللي يصحح لهم ليكي حنايا
وفاء
نروحو نخدمو private message يا ربي ولو كان يكون anonymous علاش ما يكونش anonymous it's super cute I dropped an anonymous letter on her desk ولا his desk نكتب له فيها الملاحظة ونحطها لتر ونجي خارج كي يخرج ولا يدخل ولا يلقاها شو بيرو يقرأ ما يكاش الاسم يقرأ الملاحظة he will take it into consideration so احنا نتوما تعاونونا باش حنايا نقصوا الثغرات تاعنا نعالجوهم وحنايا نحاولوا نعاونوكم كيفاش نحاولوا نفهموا حتى نتوما your needs الاحتياجات تاعكم ماشي نتوما كاع اللي راكم هنايا شحال من واحد ما شاء الله 49 participants ماشي كاع نتوما عندكم the same needs ما عندكوش نفس الاحتياجات للاسف كل واحد عنده احتياجات خاصه كاين اللي يبغي يسمع بزاف كاين اللي يبغي يشوف بزاف اكسترا so
I can speak
في هذيك نتوما تعاونونا في حاجه اخرى فوالا
انا proposition
sorry
it's great as a proposition
yes Amir because it's our time
السلام عليكم
وعليكم السلام إيمان
كنت سمعوا فيا
I hope you are fine
You're doing great, my dear.
Thank you. There are some prof, not some, but all the prof don't like when students the questions.
Yes.
They hate this genre ما يبغوش هاد لا ميثود من يكونوا هاك يشرحوا ولا نبوزو عليهم دي كيسيون genre ما يبغوش يقول لك واش خبرت بوزي علينا دي كيسيون au cours de leçon. Donc, j'ai beaucoup de problèmes avec ce genre de prof.
يقولوا لك علاش تسقسينا هاد لا كيستيون
Yes, I totally agree with Iman, and I have the same problem with it. So, whenever I have a question, I write it on a piece of paper, and when they are done, I نردهم كاع وين كانوا من قبل نكره على حياته خليني نسقسي durant la séance.
Okay, that's a nice. Yeah.
نسقسيهم durant la séance, même si هكا تبان لهم دي كيسيون يقولوا لنا منين جبتوها كيفاش جبتوا هاد الحاجه ايتترا
اوكي
جبنا درنا حنايا لي زيتود تاعنا ايتترا وجبنا هاد لي كيسيون دونك ريفوز ومام نلقاو دي ديفيكولتي في لي زيكزامان وين يهبطوا لنا لي نوت ايتترا.
Okay, I understand, Iman.
Like Hiba said in the comments, she said lack of self-confidence.
Yes, because they lack self-confidence and they lack the will to improve themselves. So they think they are always right. They think they are Mr. Know-it-all. And people like this can never improve and they can never help others improve as well.
Yes. You're totally right. Now, guys, let me tell you something. There is the teachers اللي تاع old generation, right? يعني اللي كبار في اللاج شوية, okay? هذوك old generations يعني احتكينا بهم نوعا ما and we know their mentality. Their mentality is like ما تناقشينيش, ما عندكش الفرصة تناقشيني. okay? بس هذوك سي بون احنا عرفنا شخصيتهم كيفاش. What shall we do? تلك الحل وش هو؟ We need to suggest solutions. I will stop for a minute because of الأذان and then I will get back to you. Sorry.
Okay.
وفاء, you are here.
السلام عليكم عبد الحق. Sorry.
أنا قاعد نسيتوني.
Yeah, we are here, عبد الحق. No, we just stopped for a minute because of الأذان. We're actually going to sum up now and
Miss, I have solutions.
Yes, tell me.
جماعة بغيت غير نقول لكم غير فكرة باش تكملوا. جماعة راكم تسمعوا؟
Yes عبد الحق, we can hear you.
جماعة دونك الورشة راني نشوف باللي راهي عجبتكم وتقدر تفوت حتى لساعة. معناتها المرة الجاية راح تكون بالك ساعة ونص ولا 2 سوايع وفاء تقول لكم. ولكن الآن راح تحاولوا أنكم تختموا. وفاء راهي غادي دابزني من بعد على بالي. بصح باش عندنا تاني لي زانوس.
عبد الحق. You're so mean.
يا ودي. باش نحطوا انونس باسكو غدوه تاني عندنا ورشه على جيم ديفلوبمنت. دونك عندنا هذاك البروغرام اللي دايرينه. دونك شوفوا كيفاش تلقوا سوليسيون ونخدموا ان شاء الله. صح؟
إن شاء الله.
Can
I please finish with the solution?
Yes.
For positive.
Yes.
Okay. How much time left? عبد الحق 10 minutes is quite enough.
إذا قدرتي 5 minutes راح تكون مليح.
10 minutes.
5
All right, we will do our best. Thank you so much, Abdul.
Okay.
Yes, my dear Kautar.
2 minutes, okay. So about the solutions, suggesting going easy with the primary school program, like we focus on the language first and the discipline. Second, teach teachers how to teach.
Yes.
Third, evaluate teachers like we evaluate students, but by honesty. Like we can't just evaluate them by hating or loving them. We evaluate them on their skills. Then we have teaching communications skills to both teachers and students.
Perfect. Okay, great.
And then we have, I have 2 more. I'm gonna sum up it.
Yes, go ahead, Kautar. Yes, of course.
We take an out-of-program talk. Like every teacher takes 10 minutes for strong bonding between teacher and student, so he can affect them or put his impact on them. And finally, those who wants to be teachers should strongly have a strong communication skills. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Kautar. I really appreciate if you write these recommendations and solutions right in the chat box, because it interests me personally, because I'm specialized in how to teach in TEFL and didactic, and I'm not do more research about it. So it interests me personally. Thank you so much, Kautar. Okay, anyone have any other solutions?
Yes, I agree with her, and I would like to add something.
Yes,
I think that the teachers need to strengthen their relationship with the students. That's the first step. They need to talk more with each other, exchange ideas, because I think that problems and issues will still happen. Like, there's no way we can fix all the problems. Problems will still happen. The way that we can, the best solution is to create a better relationship between the teachers and the students, a good platform, where both of them can exchange ideas, can talk freely about what they want, suggest things to fix the problems they have. From this way, all the problems that will happen in the future can be solved, because they are talking about them. They're not being afraid, or they're not shutting their mouth on it. They're speaking about it freely. So it's all about opening this space and giving the students chance to talk and to discuss things.
Perfect. That's really perfect, Hiba. Thank you so much. What do you think now, guys? If I suggest this, يعني ختامها مسك. What if I and you, I'll create the group and we all try to share it. Okay? نكري group نسموه كما نبغوا احنا. Okay? About teachers and students, and we work hard in order that group can be shared everywhere so that it can grow. And we try to help teachers and students to get to know each other and to learn many things.
Totally agree.
Yes, I agree. It's a very good idea.
Okay,
yes,
I agree too. Okay, perfect. Then if you guys agree, make sure you write it in the box. We will try to share it on InnoSpace soon. I'll be the responsible of the group. So you make sure you go join the group. ونديروا ثم إن شاء الله قانون داخلي and how we can fix the problem إن شاء الله بإذن الله in our maybe in our wilaya, and then we move to other wilayas بإذن الله if we can بإذن الله.
إن شاء الله.
Okay.
وفاء اسكو كاين.
Thank you so much. I would love anyone. Anyone wants to say something?
وفاء كاين دي كاستيون؟
تبعثي
لهم؟
Yes.
اسكو كاين فورميلا هكا من بعد تحطيها لهم ولا عفسه هكا؟
اوكي تمام، أنا فهمتهم في أول حصة. We have a Google form to fill إن شاء الله. ينفع تخرجوا منها دوك نحط تبعتها لي دركا عبد الحق نحطها هنا ولا نحطها في الجروب؟
يس يقالوا على الأكثر من ساعة ونحطها لهم إن شاء الله.
Alright, great. So after half an hour inshallah it would be available. You can guys go check it. Make sure you write your names. وإذا لقيتوا فيها box اللي فيه free, write your recommendations and solutions there. Okay? اللي كما كوثر كتبتيهم هنايا ديري كوبي كولي ديريهم في البوكس اللي تلقيه تسمى بإذن الله. نسعوا من أجل تغيير حاجة إن شاء الله ولعله خير.
يعطيكم الصحة.
إن شاء الله.
وفاء المرة
حسام, did you want to say something?
وفاء.
يس عبد الحق.
المرة الجاية ديروها قبل باش يعطيكم الوقت. هكا باش
Yeah, inshallah. I would love to, of course, with pleasure.
هاي خلاص ليكيب المرة الجاية
I
على
enjoyed actually having.
المرة الجاية الخمسة ستة
Please, my
ساعات
dear, I didn't hear what you said about the group.
Okay, which group? يعني اللي we're going to post فيه الفورمولا.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it's going to be in our Facebook page. Right, عبد الحق?
Yes, وفاء. Yes.
Okay, great. So on our Facebook page, you're going to find the Google form.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. It was a pleasure for me. I know most of you I couldn't get to know you. ما سمعتكمش كاع, but I hope I can hear you later, inshallah. I appreciate every person of you. Take good care of yourselves. Love you all. And stay healthy and safe, huh?
شكرا وفاء.
Thank you, baby.
ليكيب
very much. Take care. God bless you.
ليكيب يعطيكم الصحة كامل. غدوة إن شاء الله عندنا ورشة مع عمر مخفي على الجيم ديفلوبمنت.
Goodbye.
أي واحد تشوفهم انتريسي بهذا الدومين تاع جيم ديفلوبمنت دونك بارطاجوه مع أصحابكم. والوفاء راح تكون معكم كل جمعة. ممكن المرة الجاية راح نبدلوا التوقيت باش هكا يقاتكم الوقت أكتر. وإن شاء الله تكونوا استمتعتوا.
Oui, bien sûr. Merci beaucoup pour cette.
شكرا.
شكرا استاذ.
السلام عليكم. صحيح حسن. سلامة صحة.